Today we're going to extend our scatter plot topic and talk about line of best fit. Just a reminder that a scatter plot is a graph of plotted points that show the relationship between two sets of data. Here I have a chart that shows me the temperature in Celsius and the dollar amount of ice cream sales made from an ice cream vendor that day. To look at the data, it doesn't mean a whole lot to us, but when I show it as a scatter plot, you can see that there's a definite trend to that data. As the temperature gets warmer, you're going to make more money selling ice cream because people are going to buy more. This would be a positive trend. Now I'm going to take that same chart and draw in what's called a line of best fit. This is a line that follows the trend of my data. It goes right through the middle of all my points. There should be, ideally, just as many points above this line as there are below. Here's an example. This is a chart showing from 1993 to 2011 the average sea level. You can see that there's a definite trend to this data. Those dots are not very far apart from each other in the scheme of things. The second graph has a red line of best fit drawn in that follows through the middle of all the data. Correlation is the pattern that the data takes. Correlation is considered positive when both values are increasing. In other words, it's going to show you a positive slope. Correlation is negative when one value is increasing and the other is decreasing. That's going to look like a negative slope, and that's called negative correlation. I have a copy of this chart for you to glue into your notes so that you don't have to write this down. Notice the one in the middle where you can't tell if this data is positive or negative because the dots are so spread out. That's called no correlation. Now it's your turn. Let's do some practice. The following table gives the heights and weights of 10 friends. From the chart, can you tell what kind of correlation this data has? How about if I show you in a scatter plot? Both of these values are increasing. It's not a guarantee, but in general, this is showing that as your weight increases, as your height increases, so will your weight. The following table gives the heights and math scores of 10 friends. Do you think there's going to be a correlation between somebody's height and their test score in math? Probably not. This is a good example of no correlation. You can't really tell if this is positive or negative. And the more people you put on this chart, the more spread out your data is going to be. This table shows the weight and waist size of 10 friends. If you look at the chart, there is a definite trend. Look how closely those points fit on a positive slope line. This is a high positive correlation. What do you think the correlation would be for math scores and times it takes to run the 100-meter dash for 10 friends? I don't think that there's a very high correlation there, so I would even assume that that would be a no correlation. Which of these graphs shows the best line of best fit for this scatter plot? Hopefully you can tell that it's not answer C. Answer A only has 3 dots to the left of our line of best fit and many more than 3 dots to the right of our line of best fit, so it can't be A. The choice is between B and D. I want to bring your attention to this outlier or point that is far away from all of the others at the top of the graph. That outlier is going to cause the line of best fit to edge closer to that faraway point. Just because of that one point, D is actually a much better option than B. Which one of these graphs shows the best line of best fit for our data? And last but not least, what would the line of best fit look like for this scatter plot? Lines of best fit do not always have to be linear. All the lines of best fit you work with this year in 8th grade will be linear. Your lines of best fit will be straight. But just so that you know that not all lines of best fit will be a straight line. Let me know if you have any questions. Your assignment is to continue your group project. After you get your scatter plot drawn, draw in your line of best fit and find the equation of that line. Good luck!